Okay, this is on multiplying exponents. We're going to start with those example problems. Okay, so when we write 5 squared, we're writing 5 times 5, right? Times 5 cubed. So we have 3 5s here, right? So really, how many 5s do we have? 5, right? So really, this is 5 to the 5th. So if I have the same base of 5, right? This is 5 squared times 5 cubed. So really, I have 5 of the 5s. So I could take the 2 and the 3 and add them together. Okay, another example. So without numbers, I've got base of A to the 5th, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A's here, times A cubed, 1, 2, 3. So how many A's do I have? 8. This is A to the 8th, so I had 5 plus 3.
So there's adding exponents?
So if you have matching bases, okay, the base stays the same and the exponents are going to add. Okay, now here's a little bit different scenario. I've got 4m squared times 2m to the 5th. So I've got 4 times 2, right? 4 times 2 is 8. Over here. And I have m squared times m to the 5th. So m to the 2 plus, so how many did I have? M to the 7th. This is pretty easy, right? Okay, so now here, I've got negative 3 times 9, right? So negative 3 times 9. I have x to the negative 2 times x to the 5. So this would be x to the negative 2 plus 5. So I've got negative 3 times negative 9 is negative 27. X cubed. Good. X cubed. Okay, now the next one. I've got bases of x. So this should be what?
2x.
5.
Negative 4.
Huh? Here's x times x. So 5 plus 2. So it should be x to the What's 5 plus 2? 7. My y's negative 4 plus 5. So y 1. Z 9 and then a negative 2, right? So that's a 7. So I have x to the 7th, y, z to the 7th. And those are already in alphabetical order for us. Okay, what's going to go in this blank here? Good, negative 2 times negative 7. So that answer is going to be 14, good. Now no, not negative. My t's, I have t times t, so I have t to the negative 6 and negative 2. So that's going to be t to the negative 8. And w 5 minus 3, so it's 2. Now I have this equal sign over here. I kind of ran out of some room. What's wrong with this here?
That sign has like W on top and T on the bottom.
So what do I need to do?
The negative has to go like blah blah.
Good. This negative exponent needs to go down. So I should have 14 on top. What else is on top?
Plus 2, well, W2.
W squared. And what's on the bottom?
And
T to the
negative, well, to the 8
to the 8, because when it moves to the bottom it becomes positive, right? Or it moves to the other side. So then there's our complete answer. Everybody good on that? Okay. When multiplying exponents, we what the exponents of the bases that match? We do what to the exponents of the bases that match? Add. Good. And coefficients are the numbers out in front. Okay? So it's the number out in front. So what will we do to the numbers out in front? Multiply them. Good. Okay, so when we've got bases, even if the number is a base, okay, if the number is a base, so like the example, one of the examples, let's have 5 to the 7th times 5 squared. Okay, your base will be 5. All right, so my base is 5. My exponents, I have 7 of them multiplying plus 2 more that are multiplying. So really, I have 9 5s that are multiplying. So it's going to be 5 to the 9th. Does that make sense? And then we can find out what 5 to the 9th is. All right? But if I have, like another example, if I have like negative 3m squared times 2m to the 5th, negative 3 and 2 are going to be considered my coefficients. They're out in front. All right? And right now, their exponents are what? If I don't write an exponent on them, what's the exponent? 1, right? So really, this is just negative 3 times 2, which is negative 6. So I'm multiplying coefficients, and my base is going to be m. So my base is m, and I have 7 that are multiplying. So this negative 6 is my coefficient. Okay, my m is my base, 7 is your coefficient. What do you mean when it doesn't have a base? The 5 is your base. If it has exponents that need to add, then it's going to be a base. That's your base. It doesn't matter if it's a number or a variable. If you're adding the exponents or you're multiplying exponents, it's the same. Like here we had a 5 times a 5. 5 is going to be your base. Okay? Then once we get it worked out, when we find out what 5 to the 9th is, then that number will be your coefficient if there's variables behind it. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. Okay, some practice problems. Okay, my coefficients are 3 and 5. So if I multiply coefficients, I've got 15. And I've got d to the, this will be d to the negative 4 plus 8, right? So what is that? That's d to the 4th. Okay, number 2 is negative 32, good. M to the 12th. Okay, let's go to number 3. I have what? N to the negative 15. Can I leave it that way? No, so what is it? How do I do it? Very good. 1 over n to the 15th It was negative on top, so we've got to move it to the bottom. We've got to do the reciprocal. Let's look at 6. What do I have?
Oh, wait, if it's negative, you have to flip it, right?
Negative exponent. Number 6, what do I have? 18. P to the negative 4. All right, what was the exponent on 1? I mean on 18. What was 18's exponent? 1. So does the 18 stay or go? Stay. It's fine. Does the P stay or go?
No.
What's the exponent's negative? It has to go. It has to go. If the exponent's negative, it has to go. It cannot stay. Okay, where is it right now?
It's at the bottom.
It's on the bottom right now? There's a fraction, it's on the bottom?
Wait, 1.5.
Where is it right now?
It's on the top.
It's on the top, so where does it have to go?
The bottom.
The bottom. So my answer is going to be what?
It's going to be 18 over
P to the 4th.
Can we do number...
number 8 looks good.
Number 8?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I have negative 1.5 times 6, is that going to be positive or negative? Negative. And 6 times 1.5 is what? If you don't know, get a calculator. I'll wait for you to get it. Go get it. Okay, it's 9, right? So negative 9. And then I've got a to the 6th, b squared. Good.
You will have to flip it, right?
Do I have any negative exponents? No. It doesn't matter if the coefficient's negative. We're only worried about negative exponents. All right, number 10. Part of it. Okay, number 10 is what?
B7, 1B7.
Hold on. 1 over what?
1 over
B to the
Negative 2. Okay, so what do I need to do here?
flip it.
The b's got to go up, right? So what am I going to have on top now?
1 to the b to the second power.
Just b squared, right?
Yeah.
You can write 1b squared, but that's the same thing as 1b squared, or b squared. Okay, number 12, what do I have?
1 over n.
1 over n. So that's my answer. Okay, number 14, I have what?
14 x
X to the
to the negative 4.
negative 4, very good. Okay, the reason it's not 3x is because we're not adding. This is not a plus sign, this is a times, right? Okay, so can I leave it like this?
No.
Where's it got to go?
Bottom.
It's got to go down. So I'm going to have what?
1 over x to the 4th power.
Okay, I think you guys can get the rest of these. Let's do some with numbers real quick. So 15, I've got what?
4. You got 4.
No. Is 2 a coefficient or a base right now?
Base.
It's a base. So it's 2 to the 5th power. And 2 to the 5th power is? 2 times 2 is 4.
32.
4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 16 times 2 is 32. Okay, now if you think about this, look.
We have to get.
Look, let me show you why this is not 4. 2 cubed. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8, right? 2 squared is 4. Is 8 times 4 32?
Yeah.
Okay, if you put a 4 in there, it's not going to work. You have to think about it. Is it a base or is it a coefficient? Just because it's a number, okay, doesn't automatically mean that it's a coefficient. If you're adding exponents, then it's a base. All right, let's take a glance at 16. Okay, I've got R's and S's. Alphabetically, which one comes first? R comes first. So I have R to the
To the 10th power.
S to the
S to the 5th power.
5th power. This was a 1, right? Okay, let's look at 21. Is 4 a base or a coefficient?
Base.
It's a base, so I have what?
It is 4 to the 5th power.
4 to the 5th power.
And that equals,
That's not 32.
oh, it's got, oh yeah.
No, because 4 times 4 is 16.
4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4,
3, 4.
24. 64. And 64 times 4 is 16, 24, 25, 256.